What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we are going to be continuing the trading every player rebuilds, and today we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. So not only are the Cavs one of the best young teams in the NBA, they are probably one of the best teams in the NBA. The addition of Donovan Mitchell has worked out extremely well for them. This is a team that is, in the mix in the Eastern Conference. I'm not really afraid to say it. Yes, at a bit of a losing skid, and I fully understand that you're going to have some big swings, and you're going to struggle from time to time, especially with a new team coming together. But this Cavs team is really special, and unfortunately, we're going to be trading every single player on this team today. And I just want to go over a couple housekeeping things before we do get into this video. We're going to try to get out probably around 3 videos this week. Now, Thursday, obviously being Thanksgiving here in the United States, I'm probably not going to be uploading. I will be actually home, my home, not my new apartment that I live in now. But I'm not going to have access to a setup or anything to record videos like that, so there should be a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. I'll probably take Thursday, Friday off, and then we'll be back the following Monday. Hopefully you guys understand that. I want to spend time with some friends and family, and I got busy. I got a work week to do, obviously, as well. So, you know what? I think that's a good schedule for this week. We'll try to get back to the 5-day schedule next week as well, and I think we're in a really good spot right now. But, of course, still leave any other video ideas down below in the comment section. Of course, I'm always interested to see what ideas you guys do have. Let me know those all down below. But without further ado, man, the Cleveland Cavaliers is a fun roster. Unfortunately, we got to blow it up. Let's get into it. So obviously, there's really no point in spending a ton of time going over the roster when everybody on the roster is going to be traded. So we're just going to get straight into these trades. Obviously, you guys went ahead and voted, and you want me to choose all the trades manually. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's just start out with the best player on this team, in my opinion anyways. It's going to be Donovan Mitchell. And you know what? I'm sure whoever I trade for is not going to be exactly of equal value. Immediately, I like this Jaylen Brown trade, but I know I do get him a decent amount, so I'll probably pump the brakes on that for a minute. This isn't a horrible one here from the Kings, who are out to a surprisingly good start for the Sacramento Kings. Actually, really impressed by them. Scotty Barnes is another one I'm considering, and Anthony Edwards is probably my guy here. Yep. I know how well Anthony Edwards does progress, and, I think out of all these guys, I think the one with the best chance of maybe catching up, at least talent-wise, numbers-wise, to Donovan Mitchell here. I'd still probably not say that Anthony Edwards is, on Donovan Mitchell's level yet, but, I think Anthony Edwards gives us that best shot. He's 21 years old, obviously, in that rookie contract, former #1 overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. That is officially trade 1. Our next move is going to be coming here with the Miami Heat. We're going to be sending them Darius Garland and Jared Allen for Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. Now, no, it's not my favorite trade in the world. And yes, we did just acquire Anthony Edwards. I'll move him to the small forward spot. It's fine. Tyler Hero does progress really well in this game. So, getting a really good defensive-minded center like Bam Adebayo to replace a guy like Jared Allen, who I'm actually a really big fan of, is not my favorite trade, but it's, probably the best value we were going to get. Our next trade is going to be sending Evan Mobley and Robin Lopez over to the Toronto Raptors for Scotty Barnes and Precious Achiuwa. Now, this is what? The number 3 and 4 overall draft picks from last year's draft getting swapped. Obviously, Scotty Barnes did win Rookie of the Year. But if I'm being straight up honest with you, I think I'd rather have Evan Mobley. That's just my honest truth. But Scotty Barnes is definitely not a bad player. I'm not going to be pissed off that he's going to be on this team. And you know what? Scotty Barnes, welcome to the team. That is our starting 5 figured out. We now definitely have to work on the bench, though. We're going to be trading Kevin Love over to the Charlotte Hornets for Terry Rozier. He's going to be coming off the bench, backing up Tyler Hero. It's a really good guard to have there. You know what? I'm really happy with that trade. So Kevin Love, welcome to Charlotte, I guess. And then Terry Rozier, welcome to Cleveland. Sorry for that weird cutoff. I had to deal with something here. Karis LeVert and Dean Wade heading over to the Hornets. Our second straight trade with the Hornets. But Gordon Hayward, not a bad piece to come off the bench. Obviously is making a ton of money. But you know what? He's more than serviceable to come off the bench as a 6th or a 7th man. So that's another really good trade in my opinion. At this point, I'm looking at the trades we do have to make left. I think Raul Neto and Chetty Osman will be 2 of the next players we have to move. Other than that, I'm looking position-wise. Maybe a backup power forward is something we're definitely in the market for right now. We got like Robert Covington, who's making $12 million a year. But we do also get a first-round pick in that deal. And you know what? I do not think we're going to really get a better offer than that. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and take that trade here with the Los Angeles Clippers. We're going to be getting Robert Covington and a first-round pick in 2027 for Raul Neto and Chetty Osman. I think there are a couple more moves. None of them are really that big, in my opinion. Lamar Stevens, Isaac Okoro, who, you know what, I thought was going to be a little better this year than he ended up turning out to be. Patrick Williams. I kind of like taking a flyer on him. I know we just acquired a backup power forward, but you know what? I think I'm going to go with Patrick Williams. Obviously still young on a rookie contract. You know what? I like that potential a lot. Dylan Windler, I believe, is the final player here. I can't trade two-way players. You know what? Can I just get a first-round pick? Anybody want to give me a first-round pick? No? Seriously? Nothing? All right. Madoka Azubuike is young enough. That's fine by me. All right. Let me just confirm that everybody on this team was not on the Cleveland Cavaliers before. I'm going to be playing Patrick Williams over Robert Covington. I'm sorry, but I really do think that's probably the best route for us to take. And, yeah, we're all set. Let's set the rotation. It is now officially the start of year 1 here for us in Cleveland. Am I crazy to say that I think this team could be in the mix still as one of the top teams in the East? I guess only time will tell, but I'm liking it a lot. It's D'Angelo Russell, Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, and Bam Adebayo. It's a really good starting 5, and there's obviously a lot I can work with there in that starting 5. The bench unit's going to be Scary Terry, coming off the bench as the 6th man, followed by Gordon Hayward, Precious Achiuwa, Dennis Smith Jr., and Patrick Williams. It's honestly not even that bad of a bench for, straight up kicking off a rebuild, and I would not be surprised if this team won a couple championships with the way it's currently constructed. Let's see what happens, though. Only time will tell. See you guys at the end of year 1. Luka Doncic is your MVP here at the end of year 1. I do not remember what our record was, or I wasn't paying attention is more like it, but I'm sure this team was pretty good. Paolo Banchero, Rookie of the Year in Orlando, Andre Drummond, Giannis wins Depoy, Cade Cunningham, Most Improved, and Taylor Jenkins, Coach of the Year. I scroll through these pretty quickly because a lot of the time these awards do not change. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. We ended up as a 5 seed here at 45 and 37. You know what? I thought we'd be a little bit better. I thought we'd be a 50-plus win team. But you know what? We did just throw together a completely new roster before the first game even started. I can live with it. Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Bam Adebayo, D'Angelo Russell, Terry Rozier, Scotty. Ooh, baby. That's a It's a tough second season in the NBA for Scotty Barnes. But you know what? I'm still very confident in him, and I do truly believe that he can develop and turn into a star. Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Javonte Green, Nikola Vucevic. The Bulls are a team here in 2K that is very, very good. And, the Bulls are not such a great team in real life right now, but they are here in 2K. And please don't blow a 3-0 lead. Thank you. Moving on to the second round where the 8-seeded Miami Heat upset the 1-seeded Boston Celtics. You know what? Oh, fuck. I forgot I traded them Darius Garland. And, yep, Miles Bridges. Jared Allen. Oh, and, yep. How are you an 8 seed? You should be a lot better than an 8 seed, probably. I don't know if probably is the right word to beat us. We're up 3-2 now. And I believe that was 4 straight wins. I think they won the first 2 on our home floor, and then we won 4 straight. I'll take it nonetheless. Sixers here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Tobias Harris, Tucker. Obviously, Joel Embiid, one of the most dominant players in the league right now, definitely in the MVP race. Let's see what happens here in the Eastern Conference Finals. We are currently down 3-0, and we battling back a little bit. Hang on a minute now. We're going to Game 7, and wow. 76ers blow a 3-0 lead. I would obviously be pissed if that happened to me. So, you know what? I'm not going to spare 2K because they're still on their bullshit with that because it literally happens every video. But you know what? I'll take it just because it's favorable for me right now. The Memphis Grizzlies are not really a team I want to face. They are an extremely talented group. And you know what? Let's see if we can handle them. We're actually up 3-1. You know what? I know a lot of you guys have been asking for some gameplay, so we'll try to get a little bit of gameplay here. Maybe if we can battle back a little bit, we'll get a little bit of gameplay. It does not appear. No. Come on. Fight back. No, it's not going to be this one. Looks like this one's over. So we are going to Game 6. This is, no, this is not on our home floor. Oh, wait, yes, it is. I'm dumb. We're lower seed. Come on, close them out here. Are we going to blow a 3-1 lead after we just came back from being down 3-0? I mean, it feels like you would understand how painful that is and how not to do that after being able to overcome those odds themselves. We're going to be winning this one. I'll get a little bit of gameplay. I'll see you guys in there. 149 left to go here in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. We are up 10 here on our home floor and on the verge of winning a championship here in year 1. Obviously awesome to see, but it does not mean the rebuild is just over. We still have a lot of work to do in hopes of getting multiple championships in this video because this team obviously was extremely talented. Now, we made a lot of good trades, I would say, and that's definitely one of the perks of being able to have to go ahead and, being able to go ahead and actually select the trades myself. But it also puts us in a spot where I get sometimes that the rebuilds may not seem as challenging, strictly based off. Jesus, he looked like he stepped out. Strictly based off the fact that's a foul that I got to choose these trades. Anthony Edwards with a tough Game 6 here. I get it. I see both angles, and I know I still have people saying, well, maybe don't choose all of the trades. And you know what? I understand that, and I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong, but we let the people vote, and the people do decide what we want here. And that's what you voted on. So unless anybody has a really strong argument that you want to put down below in the comment section right now to why we shouldn't be making all the trades manually, let me know. But obviously, I'd love to hear it, and it'll probably stay this way unless I do really see that strong argument. Just because this is what the people voted on. And again, as much as I may not necessarily agree or think it is the best way, I do understand where they're coming from and the way that these rebuilds are gone about. So that's the way we're going to be doing it for now. And you know what? I'm still enjoying them. Don't get me wrong. I just think it adds another element of a challenge when I don't make all the trades by myself. But I'm obviously cool with whatever. It's you guys are the ones that watch the videos. I'm just the one that sits here and makes them. So, let's get back into this gameplay. Just over a minute left here to go. Looks like we're going to be closing out the Memphis Grizzlies here in Game 6. Obviously awesome to see as a, 47-win team out here winning the finals in year 1. It's a really good start to a potentially great rebuild. So we'll do one more possession here just because it's basically over at this point. I think this is a really, really talented team. Tyler Hero's got 24 on the night. Going to blow. Who is that? Tyus Jones? Did not. Ant. Dylan Brooks ain't keeping up. Ain't keeping up, baby. I'll see you guys at the finals MVP. We go on to defeat the Memphis Grizzlies in 6 games. It's Tyler Hero balling out here in his new home in Cleveland. Does go on to win the finals MVP award. So obviously that's 1 year down. That's 1 championships, which means pretty much the same thing every time that happens. We're obviously looking for 3 straight. Well, let's get into the offseason. We obviously are, don't really have any lottery picks, I would assume, as we obviously were a really good team. Wizards end up with the number 1 overall pick. Interesting. Let's hit staff signings. JB Bickerstaff just obviously won us a championship as our head coach, so he will not be going anywhere. We will now hit the NBA draft, see what we got here. We do have the 21st overall pick in round 2. Yeah, I don't really need it. So let's go ahead and trade that over to Philly. We'll now hit team player options where we have, a couple guys here I'd definitely like to bring back. Obviously the core of this team is kind of filled out and it's already basically constructed for me, so there's not really a ton of moves I have to make. I'd like to get D'Angelo Russell back, even though I don't know if he's necessarily my long-term option there. At my starting point guard spot, he doesn't always progress as well as I'd kind of like him to. So, we'll see on that. I'll probably give him at least 1 more year, but maybe we'll end up, going into the final year, moving on from him. I'm not saying he's playing bad or anything. I'm just saying I might be able to find an upgrade. And obviously that's what I look for throughout the entirety of these rebuilds. All right, I think Udoka Azubuike and Robert Covington are going to get me some draft picks. I'd like to go ahead and sign a new backup point guard. A guy like Javon Carter would be great on this team. Pretty good defensive piece, I believe. I think he's a good defender. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know. I just believe he is. Let's go ahead and sign him, and now I'm going to try to get some draft picks here for guys like Robert Covington, who were just out of the rotation, basically, and ultimately really didn't end up needing to be here. We traded him to Memphis, the team we just beat in the finals, and then Udoka Azubuike isn't really needed as well. I'm very comfortable with Precious Achiuwa backing up Bam Adebayo. So, not Miami. Let's trade them. We've done a lot of trades with Charlotte. They're not necessarily the best team. Let's go ahead and make a move with them. You know what? This team's basically all set. We're kind of running it back with a similar core, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. So we're fresh off a championship. That's always a really good thing, and when we win championships, we really don't make too many moves. So this team remained relatively similar to the way it looked last year, and it is a really good team, and obviously progression now kind of kicking in. For some of these younger pieces like Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, always a really good thing to see. So it's going to be D'Lo, Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, and Mr. Bam Adebayo. Pretty good starting 5. The bench ain't too bad itself. Terry Rozier, Precious Achiuwa. We got Gordon Hayward here, who is unfortunately regressing a little bit. We got Gordon a ring. Obviously, as a Celtics fan, I'm really happy about that. I always think about the what ifs if, during that first game in Cleveland, things went a little bit different for Gordon Hayward. What would have happened to his Celtics tenure? Probably would have been a little bit different. Patrick Williams and Joan Carter. You could also make the argument, though, if Gordon Hayward never get injured, you probably would not have seen as many minutes for Jason Tatum. Maybe could have hindered his development a little bit. I'm not saying that Tatum wouldn't be, the player he is today, but you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm coming from? Just a little bit. All right, I'll shut up about the Celtics. See you guys at the end of year 2. I'm going to start considering just skipping over the MVP award if, Luka wins it every single time. Obviously it's cool to see somebody else win it, but I get Luka's putting up unbelievable numbers. Scoot Henderson, Rookie of the Year. De'Aaron Fox, 6th Man of the Year, found his way to Golden State. It's an interesting addition. I'm not sure what the trade looked like, but nonetheless it happened. Anthony Davis, who's been balling out, I will say. As much as people clown on this man for being injured all the time, and I get it now, that he's back and fully healthy, he is looking like one of the most dominant bigs in the NBA, and you really can't convince me otherwise. I'm not saying he's, necessarily doing... He's not as good as Giannis. I'm not going to put it out there and start that conversation, but Anthony Davis has been balling out since he's been back. This hurts to see because obviously Darius Garland was once a Cleveland Cavalier, now in Miami, and JB Bickerstaff does win Coach of the Year as we do go 60 and 22. Obviously awesome to see. We take the 1 spot here in the East ahead of the Celtics by 3 games. Dallas Mavericks take the top spot over there in the West. Let's look at the numbers, see how it was done. Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, Bam Adebayo, Terry Rozier, Scotty Barnes. I'm not sitting here and saying Scotty Barnes needs to score 20-plus points a game, but, maybe a few more points. I get it. It's a different constructed roster than what he had for his rookie year in Toronto, but just saying. We got Philadelphia here in round 1, who have moved on from James Harden for whatever reason. It's Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid show, I guess, at this point in time. I'm not really too nervous about them. We end up winning in 4 seed Miami, who we actually beat in round 1. Okay. So I have some questions. I definitely have some questions. How did Devin Booker get here? Because he's on a supermax. We acquired Tyler Hero. We traded them Darius Garland. We acquired Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. What did you trade for Devin Booker? How did he get here? And how is DeMar DeRozan here? What did they get? Can I find this? Is there a way to find? Where's the transaction history? I need Miami Heat. Miami Heat. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. It's just not possible. You're telling me this is not all it takes to get Devin Booker. I have quite literally had trade packages that are 5 times better than this trying to attempt to trade for Devin Booker. What the fuck? What? Okay, well, this is going to suck. I don't also know why you have DeMar coming off the bench. We're not a better team than them. I guess we are. What the hell, though? That's crazy, right? I'm not insane, right? Also, Phoenix is in the playoffs, but I'm not insane, right? That's crazy to me. Celtics here in the Eastern Conference Finals. New addition to Kevin Love on this team. It's an interesting one. The depth on that team is absolutely insane. It scares the shit out of me. But as a Celtics fan, I do love it. We're up 3-1 right now, and we're on to the NBA Finals for the 2nd straight year. This time taking on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion's definitely not my favorite player to go against here in 2K just because of how dominant he is. And 2K is a pretty big fan of him. We are down 3-0 to the Pelicans, and we get swept. Wow. Not the way I thought the year 2 finals were going to go. The Zion effect is real. I'm sure I don't have to tell all of you that. You know what? I could sit here and get all pissy about it, but you know what? It's something that's never going to change, and I really don't. I'm not that mad about it. I mean, sure, I could sit here and be upset, but you know what? It's Zion. We have the 29th and 21st overall picks in round 1 and 2, respectively. I don't really need them. I'll draft somebody number 29. I do not need the 2nd round pick, though. There we go, and there we go. All right, cool. We'll draft somebody number 29. Will they be, in the rotation? Probably not, but let's just see. Who has a cool name? Ilman Fibic? That's a good name. Adam Bone. I'm looking for a cool looking name. Is he related to Kiziak Paula? I'm assuming Felix probably is. Who has a cool name? Yep. Alex, I'm not even going to get into that. That's insane. What a great name that is. Aleksandar Samaradiski. Oh, what a name. I love it. Fresh Chua, Patrick Williams, Anthony Edwards, all getting the qualifying offer. I'm just going to give them their actual qualifying offer. I don't really plan on trading any of these players. And it's the final season. So we are fortunately able to do that because that's how 2K works. It's a game that doesn't really know how to... Whoa. I know I'm not actually going to have to give Patrick Williams that much money, but the fact that he asked for that much money is ridiculous. I guess I cannot bring Gordon Hayward back. Which is fine by me. He has a $47 million cap hold, and I mean, I probably could. He wants five. You know what? No, I'm going to try to get a replacement for Gordon Hayward. He's a little bit old at this time, and I think I can get somebody just a little bit better. So who are we going out for? You know what? I guess there really aren't better options, so I guess Gordon Hayward's my guy. I tried. I considered it, and you know what? Money-wise, this team's so far into the red, it's not even funny. So, yeah, we do not have a ton of flexibility here. Do I want to find an upgrade at the point guard spot? I mean, maybe I could. I'll see you guys did with a trader. It's starting next year. I fully understand that Damian Lillard is now 34 years old. His overall is probably going to go down. And you know what? I don't really care. I want to get Damian Lillard a championship, and I think it'd be really cool to do it. Let's go ahead and offer D'Angelo Russell and Patrick Williams. I did not think that trade was going to go through straight up, but thankfully it is the final year, so you can have as many draft picks as your heart desires. Minnesota Timberwolves, I don't really care what it takes. I want to get it done. And still no? How about if I give up another first? There we go. Welcome to the team, Damian Lillard. We obviously do need to go ahead and now replace our backup power forward spot. As much as I love the name of Aleksandar Samaradiski, or however the hell you pronounce it, he is at no point in time serviceable enough to be a backup power forward right now. So, Guy like Najee Marshall, absolutely beautiful. Welcome to the team. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. It is unfortunate to see Damian Lillard regressing down to an 87 overall, albeit I'm sure he'll still put up really, really impressive numbers. And I love this team a lot. It's Damian Lillard, Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, and Bam Adebayo here for the final season in Cleveland. Obviously, we lost the finals last year. We got swept by the Pelicans, and I think there's really no debate. Damian Lillard is an upgrade over Mr. D'Angelo Russell. So, I'm really excited about the trade. I'm really excited about the team. Bench unit is as follows. Terry Rozier, Precious Achiuwa, Gordon Hayward, Najee Marshall, and Javon Carter. The bench definitely got a little bit worse throughout the rebuild, but overall, with the starters progressing and getting better, better player in Damian Lillard, I'm very comfortable with it, and I still do think this is a championship team. I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final year. We end up going 65-17. I was able to pay attention to our record for once, as we finally also get a new MVP here in Ja Morant, absolutely balled out. And congratulations. Xavier Booker, Rookie of the Year for the New York Knicks. De'Aaron Fox, second straight year, sixth man. I don't know why that he's in Golden State, but congratulations. Giannis wins DPOY. Paul Reed, most improved. Interesting to see. Mr. Paul Reed. JB Bickerstaff, second straight year of Coach of the Year. Hopefully a little bit of a different result than last year, though. We were 6 games up with the Toronto Raptors, and best record in the league. I will take it. Let's look at the numbers and see how it was done. Ant, Hero, Damian Lillard, Bam Adebayo, Scotty Barnes. I mean, really good team. What else can you really say? Bam led us some boards and assists was Dame. Who we got in round 1? It is going to be the Brooklyn Nets. Simmons, Cam Thomas, Whitmore, KD, Claxton, Armando Bacot, RJ Hampton. All right, so they've definitely combined some really good young talent with obviously some really good, a little bit older talent. That being said, we're probably just a lot better of a team right there. We do go on to win in a sweep. Moving on to Orlando, 5 seed. Colin Sexton, new addition. Jalen Suggs, Wagner, Palabang. Oh, shit. This is a terrifying, terrifying front court. We're up 2-0 right now, though. They definitely don't have the experience on their side. We sweep them as well. Moving on to the 7-seeded Sixers. Oh, shit. They added Jaylen Brown. Well, they finally got a new big three after 1 year of not having James Harden. They added Jaylen Brown. And I love JB, but I hope we can beat him right now, because obviously that is a good team, but we are probably a better team as we are in the NBA Finals. We got a holy Ja Morant. That is insane. We have Ja Morant and the rest of the Memphis Grizzlies. This is obviously an extremely talented team. We beat them in year 1. I'd like to beat them again here in year 3 and cap off our second championship. We're up 3-1. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. I hate this game. I mean, there's really nothing I can say, because stuff like this happens every single video, and I don't know why. I really don't. It looks like we're going to hopefully hold on here, and we already got gameplay, so I'm not going to get more, but good God. Why did you scare the shit out of me like that, 2K? We're going to win our second finals of the video as Bam Adebayo wins finals MVP, and, we constructed a really good, really fun team here. Obviously, this was an extremely talented roster to start off the video. And I'm happy with it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy as well. If you did, leave a like down below. That'd be absolutely awesome. Of course, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comments section. Any video ideas you guys do have, unfortunately, probably won't happen until at least next week at the earliest. And I say that because of what I mentioned earlier. Probably only going to be 3 videos this week. Hopefully you guys do understand that. It's not every day I get to spend time with some of my friends from home, some of my family that lives at home. So I'm definitely really looking forward to that opportunity, and hopefully you guys do understand that. So that pretty much wraps this one up. We'll have 2 more videos this week. You guys will have one tomorrow, and you'll have one on Wednesday as well. And hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your week. If you do celebrate Thanksgiving, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy the holiday. Other than that, that wraps this one up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.